Hello and welcome to Kelowna Now Live. This is Jason Mann with Jim Check. We're broadcasting live on Twitter, X, I guess, and YouTube. And here are this afternoon's top headlines.
And we're like nailing it. Like
2 days in a row.
2 days in a row at 4 o'clock on the dot.
I think that's finding your stride.
Finding your stride. Tiny homes will be placed near the existing rail trail encampment.
All right, there's a quick
And there's
look.
a picture of the tiny homes. I think they're about 60 square feet. Kelowna Now has been informed the first row of tiny homes will be placed near the existing designated area along the rail trail in Kelowna's north end. BC Housing is expected to confirm the first location for the tiny homes later today.
But I think we've had that confirmation now as being along the rail trail. Yeah.
Tourism Kelowna disappointed in TSN's decision to move curling TV to streaming only.
Ooh. Yeah, quite a kerfuffle there. And actually quite a bit of shade being thrown by Gushu as well, just in terms of how the whole tournament, the Pan Am Games, have been handled and organized, and a fair bit of criticism about that on social media here this afternoon. But a lot of people expressing some disappointment there.
We have a video from Kent and Nick again. Jim Patterson gives $5 million to kickstart a new innovation center at KGH. Are you going to roll that clip, Nick?
Thanks to a $5 million gift from BC billionaire Jim Patterson, Kelowna General Hospital is advancing into a new area of research with the establishment of the Centre for Health System Learning and Innovation.
We are very pleased to be part of this special celebration. Congratulations, Kelowna General Hospital.
The investment that Jim Patterson has made will help us establish a hub for innovation at KGH, so a place that people can come together, sit around the table, those who have ideas, whether they're technological solutions, those who have problems, physicians who are trying to provide really great care, and it gives them a place to meet. It provides them resources to collaborate and determine what the best steps are moving forward, and then investment in those steps.
That's great news.
Yeah, excellent. Incredible, really.
Information sessions about the new YLW flight path being held over the next 2 nights.
Okay, so what I've been able to ascertain here is that it's really not changing the runway or the numbers of times that the planes will be coming and approaching from the different directions. But as you can see, where at the bottom there over South Kelowna, the original flight path, the red one, it will cut further inland a little sooner, which right over that section of land there's quite a bit of mountain terrain, and when the helicopters come whipping through there, it can be quite loud. It sounds very loud. So it'll be interesting to see how that affects things. But it's not going to be a wholesale change of all the flights. It'll be still the 25% of flights that come into Kelowna. YLW will come in through that route they're anticipating. So just a little bit more noise. But again, if you want to find out more information, they're going to be holding some sessions that you can attend.
So the CNC Center will no longer be called the Capital News Center. It's now going to be called the Mission Indoor Sports Club. Well, no, it's going to be called the MNP.
Yes, there we are.
Yeah, so that'll come off. I think most people call it the CNC anyway. I mean, I've coached there
So
for a long time.
CNC becomes MNP.
Yeah, there you go.
There.
BC teacher suspended for sending inappropriate text to former student.
That's a disturbing story.
A BC secondary student teacher has been suspended after sending inappropriate text message to a former student. Douglas Andrew Barnum, who taught and coached the student at an unnamed independent school, sent the messages after the student had graduated. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
No words can soften these losses. BC records another 175 overdose deaths. And I know that's close to home for you.
Yeah. That's I don't know. The certainly the number of drug deaths across the province has been up. They're saying
It
that
equates to almost 6 deaths a day.
Yeah.
From the use of unregulated drugs.
Yeah. Well, and you know what though? There's this whole idea of unregulated. and regulated drugs causing changes in the way that drugs hit the street. And
Right.
anyway, it's complicated.
Our Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says there will absolutely be, or I said that wrong. There will absolutely not be any further carbon tax breaks.
So he's digging his heels in there.
Digging his heels in. Is that going to be famous last words, or?
Well, here's the problem. If he sort of rescinds or goes back and starts carving out additional breaks, doesn't the whole...
It seems odd that certain people get it and certain people, you know what I mean? That seems odd.
It does, but and I don't disagree.
And you know, like, and it happened to be in Atlantic Canada, where it's been a Liberal stronghold forever. And then they really started making a lot of noise, and all of a sudden, you know, that's the area that gets it. That
yeah, and I
seems
mean,
odd.
he's saying like heating oil's a little more expensive than, or quite a bit more expensive than natural gas, so that's why they deserve it.
Well, I mean, who's the arbitrator then? Who gets to decide?
Well, of course
the decider.
he
He's the
does.
decider.
Of course, Jim.
Sound like somebody else we used to know. Like, I'm the decider.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Poll. We're running a poll. Should Canada maintain its current level of financial support for Ukraine? If you head to the site, you can find that poll. We'd love to hear your comments as well, and we'll do the results of that poll in the next day or two, along with some of the comments that we pick out of there.
And the question is, should Canada maintain its current level of financial support for the Ukraine? All right.
Well, that's the news for the day. Anything else you want to talk about?
Other than, you know, it looks absolutely delightful out there, as you can see, just some high clouds still, and on the plus side in terms of temperature. So all things considered, a beautiful November 1st. But we are in the calm before the snow, they might say. Expecting.
Are we expecting snow tonight?
Yeah, we are. We're expecting snow here in the valley, and still have...
Are we going to have a little wager on that, whether they get snow or not?
Ooh.
Did I say no?
Okay, because you feel like you've lived here and you know...
I usually feel it in my legs. It's going to snow.
Well...
My mom was a psychic, too.
Okay, well...
I'd say no snow.
A friendly wager it is, then. A friendly wager. But there are... if you're taking the roads here tonight, or preparing for roads tomorrow...
And if there is snow, just a little extra time to, like, shovel your walk, a little extra time to clean off the windshield, a little extra time to figure out how to stop. Like, you know, like... At that first light you come to, stop a little short. Do you know what I mean?
Start applying the brakes.
Because you know how many
a few
accidents,
seconds earlier.
How many accidents there are on that first snowfall?
Always, right?
Do you know what I mean? Like, don't be that stat. Don't be that stat.
It's funny because everybody's smart enough to know this, but we all run around. We're in our routines and our habits, and we just get into this sort of automated.
Yeah, just rush, right? Like,
Yeah.
Start a little early. Like, if there's snow, look out the window and there's snow. Start a little early. And just stop ahead of time. And if you haven't got your snow tires on yet,
Do not be traveling through the
snow
mountains
tires.
tomorrow, and you probably don't want to be traveling in the valley tomorrow. We'll see, though, when
And
we
if you're
wake
at
up.
least snow crazy, get some studs like you. And then be banned from parkades.
I know, this is the problem. But I found a reasonable solution. So,
What's the reasonable solution?
well, there's a gravel
Socks on
parking
there?
lot. There's a gravel parking lot.
Oh,
but,
there's nice.
Yeah, it's just now I don't
Then
have
maybe
the
put little
protection.
sock booties on
I'm
you.
gonna have to scrape every day though, coming out of the
Oh,
office.
well.
Yeah, that's all right. Anyways, that's the news. That's the weather, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube and X channels and to our newsletter, which comes out daily at kelownanow.com, absolutely free of charge.
And if you want to be a guest reader on this, you can come and read the news as well.
Ooh.
I just thought of that.
All right. We're taking applications, I guess. Until tomorrow, have a great night. We'll see you then.
Have a good night.